Hello, good morning, and welcome to this Dawn Busters challenge we have from a company traced back that can trace back to 1760. Cruzan, beautiful bottle, all sides. Got 1760 there in the glass. Got this for $9.99, 750 milliliter bottle. They're both $7.50s, $9.99 on sale at Albertsons. I noticed this past weekend, Saturday, that Rouse's had it for $9.99. Aged dark rum, aged 2 to 4 years. Minimum of 2, maximum of 4. Average of 3, right? So, an añejo dark gold rum. Says on their website, Cruzan International, is that what they're called? Cruzan International. St. Croix, Cruzans, in the United States Virgin Islands. Taste and notes. Okay, delivers a smooth, medium-bodied aromatic taste with every slow sip. I don't know about that. Rich in color and texture. An exceptionally clean and robust taste. It's clean, but robust. Spend quality time with this one on the rocks or mix with tonic or cola. All right. Cocktails, rum with cola, mango hurricane, and then more recipes. That's a good thing about these liquors. But I don't drink these cocktails. You could make a whole video channel dedicated to that. You probably get a lot of views. I'm not gonna look at all that. All right, so the Bacardi, expertly blended, barrel aged for a minimum of 10 years under the Caribbean sun. So it could be over 10 years old, but it's the youngest rum blended in here is 10 years old. Then filtered through charcoal for a smooth finish. Bacardi Gran Reserva, the Gran Reserva Diez 10, dark gold rum, is worth the wait. Enjoy it neat. That's what they're saying on the website. Enjoy it neat. That means straight. This is a luxurious rum aged for 10 years under the Caribbean sun and characterized by a balance of caramelized vanilla and oak with banana, pear, and melon. One to sip and savor. And this is a view the recipe. Let's check this out. That's the recipe. Neat. Ingredients: 2 parts Bacardi Gran Reserva Diez rum. So that's the mix. That's the mixed drink with that. 2 shots of Bacardi Gran Reserva Diez and nothing else added. Here's the Cruzan. I mean, this is going to be a mismatch. How much was this? Well, this runs $38 to $40. I see it at various stores. I see it everywhere. Beautiful bottle. No, it's going to be 38 to 40 bucks. Cheapest you'll get at 38. Highest about 40, maybe 42 if you're at a store that has bad prices. I paid $17.50 for it. You say no. Yes. How's that? Oh, rubber cork. Wood top. Well, I was at Walmart last year or late 2018, but I believe it was the beginning of 2019. They had a closeout on that. I showed y'all that in the past. The cedar case fits 3 bottles. As long as they're not too tall. Cedar case cabinet with the snaps and the glass front, and it's got a humidor in it. Opens up. That cost normally $70, 75 bucks, but they had it on closeout for 35. My father was like, I'd buy that if he drank, but he's like, that's a great deal. So I did buy it, and it was a great deal. Jacksonville, Florida is where it's bottled. So, yeah, you're not going to get it for 17 bucks. 17.50, I mean. But people always say, you get the greatest deals. It's true. It's true. How? I don't know. Why? I don't understand. I'll go along with it because I'm not passing up these deals, you know. Okay, this is very dark. Dark. This is gold. They say it's a dark rum, but it's not really dark. It's just gold. Gotta close my eyes. Cruzan's not going to compete today. Hasn't won a challenge yet. And it's not going to come close to the Diez. So why even do it? Well, they're both aged rums, so what the heck. Yeah, I mean, we get these crazy deals. I was at Walmart earlier this month, and they had George Dickel on closeout. George Dickel 8. It's not 8 years old. It's just 8. Like Jack Daniel's old number 7, a meaningless number, but or a meaning that's lost to the ages. The George Dickel original 8, $12.50. The rye, 90 proof rye, $12.50. I was like, I know that's way cheaper than the normal price, and it is half price or more. Half price or more. Then they had the Johnny Walker Song of Fire and the Johnny Walker Song of Ice, because that television series is over, which I never watched, and so they're trying to get rid of it. $18 a bottle, normally $43 a bottle, 43 to 18, over half price. I said, I'll wait because I'm not sure if I want to buy these specialty ones and then never see them again. And I went back and it was gone. They didn't last the rest of the day. They were gone by the end of the day, believe me. A price like that, it's gone. The George Dickel, gone one day. Now, I was over at Walmart last week, and they had gin. I'm not a gin guy, right? My daughter likes gin. They're always making every kind of cocktail. So they had a famous one, the best selling in the world. I can't remember. It's not Tanqueray. That is a top one, though. But it was another one for $6.50. I said, I know this is not the normal price. No, $6.50. No way. What's the name of that stuff? It's real famous. Like, everybody knows it. It's got like a yellow and orange label, clear bottle. Although it's a green bottle in England. In England, it's a green bottle. But for export, it's a clear bottle. And they explained why they make it different, but then it didn't make any sense. Their explanation didn't make any sense on the website. I was like, well, that doesn't make sense. But anyway, whatever. If you get it in Canada, in the USA, or Thailand, or Japan, it's clear. If you buy it in England, or Scotland, or Wales, or Northern Ireland, or maybe Ireland also, the Republic of Ireland, Irish Republic, then it's a clear green bottle. That's the name of that stuff. Goes back to the 1700s. Yeah. It's not called bathtub. But for $6.50, the normal price is much higher. Good deal higher. So Walmart does craziness with their prices around here. When they close something out, they close it out. Oh, well, the aroma here is interesting. Very interesting. Now over here, I'm getting a lot of wood. Wood. Oak, not so much charred, but a little bit. Charcoal itself. I guess, like they say, caramelized sugar or whatnot. But on the other hand, it's very mild all around. It's not a harsh aroma. You wouldn't say, oh, that's harsh. I can't stand it. Over here. Then this one is pungent. Pungent like yeast. You say yeast. Yeah, you know, like they make bread when you got bread that's rising. that kind of weird aroma. It's a mold. Yeast is a mold, so it's like a moldy. Oh, that Jim Beam. I got to go buy a regular size bottle of Jim Beam. But that, to me, Jim Beam smells like cellar mold. You say cellar mold. He's going mad. No, it's what it smells like. And dry wood. And what I mean, green wood that's not cured. Now, what have I always said with beer, wine, and liquor reviews? Call it as you see it, and whatever comes into your head, say it, because you're probably on to something, like a sensory perception, and it's linking you up to something. So when I did the Jim Beam and I thought cellar mold and green wood, I said it, and it just stayed there. So the aromas is hard to say, but I believe this is the, in my right hand is the Cruzan and the left is the Bacardi, but I don't know. So an aroma, well, I guess you would say Cruzan wins by default because it's so much cheaper, 4 times cheaper, 75% cheaper. So hey, but people don't buy the rum to smell. No, they buy it to mix and drink or just drink, but usually they mix it. At least put ice in it. So how many people, what percentage of rum drinkers drink it neat? Probably, I would say probably 5%. And with bourbon, it's probably 10%. The other 90 are mixing it. Yeah. Okay, taste time. Cheers to everybody in the morning. Oh, the daylight's here. Good. Dawn has arrived. Delta Dawn. Ha ha ha. Oh, sugar, sugar. You are my candy drink. And that is so obviously the Diez. Why is it the Diez? Because it tastes like sugar. It tastes like really rich rum. It tastes like candy. It tastes like sugar. It tastes like candy. It tastes like sugar. You like sugar? That's what it tastes like. Cane sugar. Making rum cake with Bacardi Diez 10-year age, that'd be pretty expensive. That'd be a pretty expensive rum to buy to make rum cake. I don't think too many people buy it for that. What do they make rum cake with? Probably the cheapest rum they could find, like Fleischmann's or something. Or I don't know if Caliber would work from Walmart. It was $9.96. Now they jumped it to $10.96 a handle, but it might still be $9.96 if it rings up, because they're funny about that. They'll have it at a price and it'll ring up $1 less. But Caliber's too sugary. It'll make your rum cake taste like rock candy. Oh, but I don't know, any kind of little cheap rum, like Walmart was selling one in a plastic bottle, but it didn't last. It was from those people in Florida, Auburndale, Florida. I was going to try it, but then it disappeared. But any Castillo, I'll say you could use that. Even, yeah. So, yeah, you could do that. All right. Okay, this is so wood. Would you like to hear about it? James Wood. Lester Diamond. Yeah, it tastes like wood. A little candy, but it tastes like wood. And I know it. I know it's the Cruzan. Oh man, this stuff is like toothpick wood. It's a little char, but that is so woody. It's like, oh, if you don't like the taste of wood in a liquor, do not hang around Cruzan. Because that thing is, I bet you if Cruzan lived in a house, it would be all paneling. It's so much wood. Where do I go? Who do I turn to? This is wood. Does it taste bad? I never said that Cruzan tasted bad. Ever. No, I said it was bland. It isn't as bland as I first thought, but it doesn't have too much action going for it. It just kind of ho-hum. You know the Skull Dry White, dry white, the Skull Dry Gold, the whatever it's called, Skull. Now that one is woody too, yeah. And it's dry. It's hardly any sweetness detectable. But boy, it's better than this, I think. And Skull is $6.99 for a liter. A liter. A liter. This is $9.99. $9.99 for $7.50. So I'm afraid Skull will kill it just based on price point. Oh well, there's no further need to delay. This is clearly the Bacardi, and I got my eyes closed. I'm not cheating. That'll be the day when I start cheating on rum or whiskey or brandy taste challenges, because it ain't gonna happen. Why would you ever do that? But people are crazy. Some people are crazy. They'll say, I got a video channel and I want to be right all the time. I'll cheat and like stage it. That would be a sign that you're crazy or evil or just bad. Just do the challenge. If you lose, you lose. If you win, you win. It's a taste challenge. It's not important, right? Why would you think this is important? Clue, reveal, letting you know, taste challenges, not important. Enjoyable? Yes. Important? No. Now, if you're running a liquor business and you want to advertise your product, well, yeah, it's important then because that's your business. But if you're just a consumer and you're doing it for fun, I hope it's for fun. You say, oh, no, I got a video channel. It's a big enterprise. I'm selling merch, T-shirts, mugs. People can be on my Patreon. Well, whatever the case, that's your business. But it should just be for fun. Voltron, Defender of the Universe, says all is well when Ron is live streaming at the crack of dawn. That's true. I agree with that. I agree with that statement, and I'm unanimous in that. I didn't need tags on these glasses. They're superfluous. It's so obviously the Gran Reserva Diez. Is it better? Is it better? It's a foolish question for me to even ask. It's so profoundly better. Profoundly better. You hear what I'm saying? Okay, the Cruzan is fine, but it's a mixer. It's not for sitting here at dawn on the internet talking and sipping and doing. It's not designed for that. Okay, it says it on their own website. Doesn't say drink it neat. It says drink it with ice at least, or here's some mixed drink ideas. Fine. Would I buy it again? No, I wouldn't buy it again. I bought it, got my $7.50. It's okay. Hadn't won a taste challenge yet. Probably won't. It's fine, you know, no big deal. No big deal. It's not a big deal. My friend David said, at least you didn't buy the Cruzan white rum. I was like, yeah, I bought that. He wasn't listening to me, but I did buy it to do the white rum taste challenges. It'll probably be better than the gold, than aged dark. Would I buy the Diaz again? I would in theory. You know, like if I was buying it to just drink. But I mean, in practice, in practicality, I won't buy it again because I want to buy all the other 200 rum brands. You know what I'm saying? So I never really buy anything again. I might buy the Johnnie Walker Red Label again just to utilize and taste challenges. I have no great desire to drink it, although I am very favorable towards it, I might add. But if I can get the Johnnie Walker Red Label for $35.99 a handle, 1,750 milliliter, I'll get it because, man, I could rest on that and taste challenge that for years. I'm getting low on the regular bottle. Oh, I got people that flip out if you say Johnnie Walker Red Label. They want to come at you with a knife. You know, it's terrible. I hate it. I hate it. I think that's all posing and posturing, though. Got a lot of posers on the internet. Like it's like, I know how I can make myself look good. I'll get on the internet and make videos and I'll rip on Johnnie Walker Red Label and talk about how garbage it is and make little jokes. And then people will like me and they'll let me come into the real erudite single malt and expensive Scotch groups. I'll be accepted, but I got to establish street credibility by ripping on Johnny Walker Red Label. I mean, that's really the perception I get of it. Because I watch some of these reviews, if you want to use that term, it's not really a review. And they'll say, all right, guys, how's it going, YouTube? You know that type. I'm going to do a review of this trash scotch today. Well, right then, that's not a review. You've already passed judgment and you hadn't even cracked the bottle open. So when you see those kind of things, then you know what's coming. So you just know what's coming. So it's the same with Budweiser, you know. And then they go on, you know, I'd rather be tortured. I'd rather drink horse urine than Budweiser, you know. And it's like they're saying, look, hey, won't you accept me in the group? I put it down. And then I drank a craft beer and talked about it was like umami. Let me in. So I'm not trying to get into the group. I'm not trying to be part of the crowd. If I'm in the in crowd, that's good, but I'm not going to do those kind of reviews to get in the in crowd. You dig? So is Cruzan worth buying? Of course it's worth buying. It's worth buying. I'm glad I bought it. I have no regrets. Paid $9.99. Hadn't performed too well. I actually thought it was going to, but so it's disappointing in that sense. But it's one of the major brands. I mean, you cannot say, "Oh, I'm a rum reviewer, but I'm never going to buy Cruzan." Well, then you're not a really a rum reviewer because you're like openly avoiding certain brands. With beer, it's like you should cover the bases. That's my opinion. You know, cover the bases. But that's just me. I can only answer for this channel. I don't answer for other people's channel, but I can tell you what I think about them. I do always say that. You got people with channels that they'll complain. I don't have enough views. I don't have enough subs. And I tell them, well, you have no content. I mean, you make a video once a month, maybe. And you might have blaring music during the video and people can barely hear you. And so, well, yeah, it's not going to work out. You know, I tell them, well, why don't you have content? Like, just, I don't mean every day like me, like go crazy over it. Every day you got videos coming out like a endless machine. I understand that. I do that. That's me. But I don't know. I see a lot of these channels. They're here today and gone tomorrow, and in and out like a flash. And it's always like the same pattern. I notice same pattern. Big dreams, but no execution. And yeah, it helps to have content. You know, you look at Faulty Towers. That was a television series. Okay, it lasted 4 years, but it wasn't really a regular. I mean, there's hardly any. There weren't really that many episodes. Sort of like a, I don't know. British television is different than American television. It's very strange. Like, it just like sometimes with Faulty Towers, sometimes it was on. You know what I mean? Like sometimes they would have it, and it wasn't too often. And it was one of the. I don't even like watching nonfiction movies, but it was one of the best sitcoms ever. I mean, there's no doubt about that. That was like so brilliant, but it just wasn't on much. Kind of like Are You Being Served? Sometimes they had a season, like a couple of years they didn't have a season. I don't get that, but I don't know. That's Great Britain, you know. I don't know how they operate. Jason Schumacher said the Ronald Machine is way better than any other YouTube channel I've seen. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's a machine, an endless video machine. Now you might say, don't you get tired of tasting all those products? No, I don't really get tired of it. Actually, I would do it more than this, but I got to kind of have self-control, you know. So what you say is, oh, you mean you could be like a hyper reviewer, just like review stuff much more troubling and incessantly. Yes, I could do that. Certainly could. But I want to have some kind of parameters, some kind of boundaries. But in reality, I would rather not have the boundaries. You know what I mean? Be a full bore animal of it. But you want to have some kind of self control. All right. Do people in the United Kingdom drink their beer warm? Remember hearing this somewhere. I think that's more like a myth than a reality. I think it's just that they don't drink it ice cold. You know, America is all about ice cold Budweiser, ice cold Schlitz, you know, where it's almost so cold it's numb, you know, like you can't taste. But in England, it's just like cool, you know what I mean? Cold, cool. Which we would say is, it's hot, it's hot, it's not frothy. I mean, it's not frosty, it's not icy, it's not on the cusp of turning frozen. But their perception is Americans drink ice beer. And I don't mean ice brewed beer. I mean, the beer is like ice, you know, like icy. And now in Germany, maybe it's more room temperature. But yeah, Germany's a cold country. So room temperature in Germany might be almost like my refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? So every photo I see of Germany is like everybody's wearing lots of heavy clothes. So in Louisiana, you would not want to drink anything room temperature that was meant to be cold, because it would be a very bad thing. Anyway, that's the story on that. All right. Maxwell. Hey, Jay. Hey, Maxwell in the Russian Federation. That is an example of room temperature would be cold. All right. Well, that's it. I'm just talking because really this video could have been 5 minutes. It's like bland versus elaborate, sort of dull versus exquisite, ho-hum versus ultra gourmet. So it's a mismatch. I knew that going in. Now, what's coming up next? Oh, well, I'll tell you what's coming up next. Cruzan versus Castillo Gold. I'm not a big fan of Castillo Gold. I'm going to tell you that right now. Castillo Gold is kind of strange tasting. It's made to be a mixer. It's not made to sip. It's not aged. In other words, there's no age statement, so it's minimal aging. But I still think, and I got it for $7.99 a liter, true story. A liter, $7.99. I still predict that Castillo is going to smoke Cruzan. In other words, it's going to whip it. Before the cream sits out too long, you must whip it. And I think that's what's going to happen. It is going to get beat. So if you check around later today, you might see the Wednesday taste challenge, because tomorrow, Wednesday, I'm not going to have time to do a taste challenge. I know that. You know that. American people know that. But I could do double up today if you want to waste your time watching 30 minutes of a beatdown. But some people love that kind of stuff. Ronald Starr, World Network, or whatever. All right. Thanks for watching this video production.